Hello everyone, Megay45 here, back for another Cartoon Wars 3 video, and today I'm going to be discussing what units are the best units in the game. A lot of people have questions of what do I think, personally, what units will get you furthest in, say, Siege, Adventure, and all those things, Gunner. So I'm here to discuss you which units can take you far through the game. Now, before I advise you guys before, I'm not a god at this game, I'm nowhere near it. So, a lot of units that are here I don't really know about. So, if you have used a unit yourself that I don't know about and you think it's good, or you see it's really good, tell me so I could get info on it, because a lot of units, some of the units I just don't know, because I've never heard anyone talk about them, I've never seen them. So, I'm gonna go through the guide list and let you guys know which units are really good to keep for the game. So, let's get started. So first of all, starting with the Sword Fighter, I would say he's very good. His special skill is pretty strong. It has no range, but it's a very strong special skill. It doesn't hit towers, unfortunately, and he has decent health, so he's not bad. Shield Soldier is actually really good. His special skill doesn't do too much damage, but it is very good at knocking back enemies. And it activates very often at level 5, and he has a ton of health. Spearman, he has very good damage. His special skill is decent. Too bad his health is too low. I'd recommend this unit for team battle with an angel. The Time Crescent Blade, or the Berserker. This unit is very good. His special skill is very strong, combining with the Wheelwind, which is very good for team battle. Has very good health and very good attack. So this would be a unit I'd keep. I'm not really sure with the gloves. He does have low health, and I've heard his special skill isn't too great, but it does hit towers. So that's one thing you guys could use it for. Pistols. Pistols are very good. Your special skill is super strong with a lot of range. His health is decent. His attack is a little on the low side, but he heals himself. But if you really want a pistol, I'd recommend going for a gunner. Same for the archer. Very good special skill, like super strong. Too bad it's not too ranged since it angles down. Very strong special skill. His attack is pretty good as well, and his health is decent. He doesn't heal, but I'd recommend going for a gunner. Spearman, trash. His health's low, his attack's pretty high, but his special skill does less damage than his normal attacks, so I don't recommend going for it. Time Double Shot. He's decent. It's kind of like the same situation as a pistol, except his special skill is worse. And there's no gunner version of him, so I don't know. AK. AKs are kind of mixed to me because they heal, which is very useful, but they're really slow. So to catch up to, like, say, an expedition, or not expedition, in Siege, it'll be hard for them to catch up and really utilize that healing with your units. Say, like the ninjas. Bazooka, his special skill is strong, especially with the rocket cost as well. But he's kind of like basically a worse version of the archers and the pistols. His health's high, so that could be useful. Laser cannon, he sucks. His special skill is trash. I mean, he has a lot of range, which is his good side, but his special skill is trash, unfortunately. Fire Soldier, he has a very strong special skill, but it just has no range, and I think it does hit towers. No, it doesn't. Very good special skill, though. Melts. Mages, I don't think the special skill is all too strong unless it's a gunner. And I wouldn't recommend this one because the 6-star one was so much better back then because it had a very good area of attack and knockback, but this one doesn't have that same type of range and attack. Time Gatling Man, he sucks. His special skill is not that good. Oh, actually, no. His special skill is decent, but it's not that strong. Shuriken Ninjas, they're, from what I've seen, it's actually not good. Like, his special skill is weak compared to the Gunner Ninjas, obviously. Very good unit though if you're going through the early stages of hard, or if you just have invincible skills. That obviously the Sword Ninja, very good unit. Probably the one of the best normal units in the game, and pretty much one of the easiest since you can just keep evolving it from 2-star. I have a lot of shards for it, so I still have mine. Very good for grinding. The only downside I would say to him is his mana cost, but at the same time, once you get further into the game, that won't be a problem. Special skills 10 out of 10. The amount of times he activates it is very good, and it does a lot of knockback, so very nice. Envoy. The Envoy's health is its problem, also his movement speed, and I've heard his special skill is very strong, so you could do whatever you want with him, but I'm not really sure. I could probably get an Envoy. Let me see. Yeah, I could probably make a 7-star Envoy and then special skill him and try to upgrade him and tell you guys. But from what I've heard, his special skill is strong, but the unit itself is not really. So the Scary Tree. So I've heard he's not. I've heard he's decent, but his special skill is really weak. So I'm not sure. This unit's special skill is strong, but it dies really quickly, and its attack speed is super slow. So I would recommend it. Angels are always good. I would say for Siege it's kind of useless. Adventures is very good, and Team Battle obviously. So take that. This unit's very good. Team Battle I'd recommend. Siege, Adventure. Too bad its knockback is pretty bad, but it does have a shield thing. So he doesn't take damage for a little bit. Too bad it doesn't activate that much even at level 5. Shadow. The unit's it's not a bad unit, but it's like health is too low. I tend to see it get melted easily. His special skill is very strong. I have seen this one. His special skill is very good. He does a lot of damage. This guy's trash. His special skill isn't really that strong. This guy's really good for team battle. Adventures and Siege, he doesn't. He's all right. His special skill does hit. Oh, sorry about that. His special skill is very strong because it does hit towers. Tiger Mask. His special skill is pretty good. Does a lot of damage. But too bad it misses a lot of units that are right in front of him. Guardian of the Forest. I do not recommend this unit at all. Even the amount of health. The special skills I heard decent, but his health is really good, and he looks good as a unit. I thought too, but he gets knocked back the most out of any unit in the game, so I do not recommend him at all because most of the time he doesn't even get to attack. He just gets staggered too much. So I would not recommend that unit. So next unit, the Atlantis. The Atlantis' special skill is actually really good. It does hit towers from what I remember. And it does a lot of damage in just that little area, so I'd recommend it. He's pretty good. Tiger, don't. He's trash. His special skill is pretty bad too. Now, the Speeder. He's not good. Because he has to take the time to open the top up and then shoot his gun. Which takes a long time, which lets his special skill activate less, and his special skill isn't even that strong. The Stealth Fighter. Decent special skill, actually. But too bad the unit itself's not that good, and it attacks really slow. And its range isn't that high, so it gets hit easily, too. Amante, one of the better units in the game. Very good. Very strong special skill. In damage, it's on the low side, but in range and the effectiveness with knockback, very good. So I'd recommend it. Tank, same situation as Amante, very tanky, no pun intended. Shoots a big cannonball, which doesn't have as much range, but it does a ton of damage. Very good. This guy's trash, I don't recommend him. His special skill I thought was going to be good, but it's not. Southgate, this guy's fodder. Don't even try it. He's not that good. The Cavalryman, very good. His special skill is very, very strong. And it hits towers. And he spams it a lot every time he attacks. Very good unit. I'd recommend keeping. Titan Giant, I think he's good. I'm not sure. I haven't used him. Let me know if you guys used him because I've heard he's strong with a special skill, but I'm not sure. This guy's fodder. He's not that good. Now zombie, I'm not sure. I think he just gives him terror or something, but he gets knocked back really easily, so he's not good. Oh, whoops. The orc, very good. Special skill hits towers. He attacks really fast. He's tanky, very good. This guy's special skill is actually strong. Too bad the unit himself is bad, so I don't recommend. You guys know how I feel about him. He's trash. Actually, special skill is actually pretty good. Trash. Fodder. Don't use this. Pretty good, but it's kind of... This unit's kind of the worst version of the archer. Very good special skill. Too bad it doesn't damage too much. Right? Mage. Pretty good special skill, but it's inconsistent. And the unit's bad itself, so... This special skill is not good because it only hits the unit in the front. But very good unit overall. This unit's interesting. It doesn't give damage, but it gives them terror. Which is something that's very uncommon with 7 stars. So I'd recommend this one. Pretty good. Very good unit for adventure, not for siege because of its low health. Its fire damage is so much and it hits towers as well. Pretty good unit, pretty good special skill. Too bad it's kind of like when it spins around, it doesn't really attack the front sometimes. Very good special skill. It's probably the only good part about this unit. And it has long range, so you can keep it safely in the back. The special skill was good, but they nerfed it when they made him into a 7 star, so I don't know. I don't think so. His special skill isn't that strong, but he's pretty good, except his movement speed's horrible. Trash movement speed. Y'all know how I feel about him. Trash. Very good special skill. Hits enemies, hits the towers. Activates pretty often. Really good. His special skill is also strong. Same thing, attacks really fast. Really good. Don't use this guy. Honestly, you don't want him. Snipers are kind of trash. Very strong special skill. One of the best in the game. He kills everything in an area and he heals from it. Awesome. Heals allies or himself. You guys know the Fine Sword. Very good. I've seen this whip. It's decently strong, but not too much. This is very good. I feel like it could be used for other units as well. So he could stop time and then other units basically benefit from that and kill them before they could get out of it. Very strong special skill. Hits towers. Very good. Walby, I heard his special skill isn't that strong, but he gets knocked back almost as much as the Titan, the Guardian of the Forest. Not the Titan. Yeah, the Golem. Yeah, so I don't recommend this unit, honestly, anymore. I thought he was good, but I found out this unit's special skill is pretty strong. Very good range, very good attack. This unit's decent. Its special skill kind of misses sometimes, though, so I don't recommend it. This unit's special skill is trash, except sometimes the unit glitches and just does a lot more damage for no reason, so maybe that could be used. Very strong special skill. Very good unit. Special skill is kind of weak, I would say. Her normal attack's good, so I recommend her for team battle. I've never seen any gameplay of her, so I don't know. Trash. Decent. Pretty good. No one has seen her at skill level 5, so she has potential, I've heard. Very good. Horrible. Alright, so now we're getting into the gunner units. So, pistols. Very good for siege and adventure. For gunner mode, not really. Decent for gunner mode. So I recommend, obviously, the S-Class. This one is actually a very good unit, but probably the best pistol you want to get is this one, the Champion Dragonhelm pistol. High stats, high attack. Very good. Archers is the same thing. Very good for siege and adventure. Not really for gunner unless you have like this one, because he has a pierce ability. There was another one as well. Where is it? This one. But I'd still recommend the double S class. Javelins, they're trash in Expedition and Siege. If you have pierce like this one, They're actually pretty good if you have Pierce on them. Like, yeah, this one with Pierce, he'd be really good. Just make sure to not get near close to units and just keep throwing them and they'll go through everything. Pretty good. These guys are pretty good for Gunner. Too bad they're kind of slow. That's their only problem. And they do the heal thing as a special skill for normal gameplay, so I would say they're pretty good. Bazookas, they're trashing Gunner. Outside of Gunner, they could be pretty good, honestly. They got 71 million health, 3 million attack, with special skills probably pretty strong. So don't underestimate them, maybe. Mages, very good for Gunner in team battle. I am currently going for the Elf Mage, because the best one. But even this one, especially with his bomber ability is pretty good. And this one with this one with the pig and the heal ability is actually really good as well. Oh, let's see what else is really good. Oh, this guy. Very good. Now, obviously, I've told you guys these are the best units in the game. The ninjas, Gunner ninjas, their special skills are just extremely strong. Yeah. The bears, it's the same as the bunnies, so I don't recommend them at all for normal, because it's kind of trash. But I do recommend this one for Gunner, the Scary Beak. Not really the other ones, because they're basically versions of the ninjas that are worse, but the Scary Beak, the difference with this one is the fact that he has the ability Pierce, and he's pretty fast. So you could probably beat stage 20 with this unit. If you play it right, you should be able to beat it with this unit. Just max out his Pierce ability, and then you'll be good to go. Speeders aren't really that good for Gunner, but for everything else, they're monsters. Honestly, if his special skill would actually pierce, but it only hits, unfortunately, it only hits the first unit, I feel like they'd be the best unit in the game. Better than the ninjas, because the ninjas, their special skill is really good, but I feel like the speeders does more damage just for the fact that this doesn't pierce. But it doesn't pierce, so the ninjas take the cake on that one. I still have never gotten a flame ninja, unfortunately, but we'll get that one day. Get that pierce ability and make just life easier farming Gunner. So that's what I think the best units in the game are. So if you guys really want to know which units I think the best are, so any bows, any archers and pistols, let's see. The tanks and the mantis, cavalrymen. Oh, whoops. The orc. Oh, not that dude. The orc. Flame monster. Dragon. Dragon fighter. Black knight. Knight leader. Fine sword. Hillbilly. Phoenix. Nope, not Arya. Mace giant. God of Thunder. Any gunner units basically is pretty good, except probably the cannons or the bazookas. And one definitely the best units of the game. The flame ninja, the ninjas in general, and the speeders in general. So that is all for today. I'm gonna get 45, and I will talk to you all later.